also the kind of outrage I think probably the government did not expect would cause both in the media and among opposition. So finally I think when the BJP leaders had met the Prime Minister the day before, supposed to discuss about the agreement with Bangladesh, I think there this issue came up, and where the BJP leaders kept emphasizing the fact that, you know, Mr. Antony's statement fell short, and also it appeared to give room for you know, for the Pakistan to say that, you know, their regular forces were not involved. These are some the government is weak-kneed on the issue of you know, dealing with such incidents, ceasefire violations on the LOC.
But what would you like to say about the response that the BJP gave? In fact, you are not prepared for that sort of a response from the opposition on an issue like this. But perhaps it was a very, very sensitive issue, and BJP, in fact, Mr. Yashwant Sinha, we know he roped in the January at the border by Pakistan, by Pakistani army. What would you like to say about that? And
that happening at a time when, you know, of course the principle, our government's approach is that we should do all we can to strengthen the arms of the civilian government in Pakistan. So the whole talk about the peace process, the idea is
we'll talk about the
there are about the border is intact in terms of the terrorist infrastructure, the kind of support they get from the Pakistani army in terms of equipment. Nothing has changed on that side. Its position vis-a-vis this border situation. So therefore, when things are like that, and then the second issue, now we have been constantly bringing up this issue, you know, about the January 2004 Islamabad. I went to Islamabad, and then that Musharraf agreed to the joint declaration which said Pakistan will not allow its soil to be used for any terrorist activities against India. That is a point, you know, which the BJP also keeps on saying, you know, whatever happened to that. So therefore, you know, all the time this is coming. Now the third aspect, I think, which is a lot to do with the way our army has been handling the situation, because Jammu and talk to the Northern Command officials, generally an impression is coming that somewhere along the
CM, Mr. Kiran Reddy, very categorically he said, what is my status, please tell me. Address the Andhra partition. This is a call that he has made. How do you look at the situation now in which the government is presently, the central government? And how do you look at the future of course, the concerns as expressed by the Andhra CM is they seem to be legitimate, at least at this point of time.
Yeah, Kiran Reddy was very vocal about his opposition because he belongs to Rayalaseema region, and he did his best to see that the Congress leadership postponed the decision on Telangana. So he was here, and then union ministers belonging to the Congress from the coastal region, they also met the Prime Minister, met Sonia Gandhi, and they conveyed their opposition, and even there was a talk of they wanted to even resign because they are unable. Look, there are a lot of things to be settled, which everyone says has to be settled, particularly actual you know, steps, like, you know, how you decide the resources, how do you decide water sharing, how do you decide power sharing. There are a lot of nitty-gritty of issues which is going to take a long time. That would be done both at the bureaucratic level and at the political level. Yesterday, Congress had announced the setting up of a party committee headed by A.K. Antony and 3 other leaders, including, I believe, Digvijay Singh, Sonia Gandhi. Now, Vijay Shanti I mean, has fallen out with the TRS leader, K. Chandrasekhar Rao. See, when the Telangana decision, there were hints from the Congress that ultimately this will pave the way for TRS merger in the Congress. Kind of an understanding which KCR and the Congress leaders have arrived at. And the whole Congress calculation was such a merger would give a big advantage to the Congress in the Telangana region, which has about 17 Lok Sabha seats. And the whole idea seemed to be that the speed in which the decision had to be taken had a lot to do with the Lok Sabha elections and areas, particularly with the challenge posed by Jagan Reddy's new party. So this is on this background. Now within the TRS, the feeling is those who are not happy. What should those who have joined this cream of our administrative service do in the face of this kind of political brazen attempt at political?
Green Tribunal also took about a week or more than that to decide and to bring out the thing that maybe this kind of or such things really surface, and even otherwise the government takes this long to take a decision like this.
Yes,
isn't it really?
Means that those who are indulging in illegal activities, they enjoy political patronage, and no matter whether it is in the south or in the north or east or west. This is a fact. This is a fact of our political life.
Yeah.
That political parties have among them who are indulging in all these things, and the political leadership